How's it going, guys? Actually headed out to Rio de Janeiro today, and before I headed out, I want to make a list of all the things that you might need for the perfect trip to Rio de Janeiro, so stay tuned for more. So this has been a trip I've been planning for like months and months and months, and I feel like it's a little bit more complicated than most trips. There's a little more extra things, and hopefully help you guys out. If you want to make the trip yourselves, you'll know exactly what you need and what you don't need. So this is a perfect chance, so I'm gonna get right into it. Foremost, if you don't travel or you're not used to traveling, you need a passport. So I know it might be backwards with the camera, but passport, most important thing I think you'll need, or else you're not even getting out of the country at all. So maybe it takes about a month to get, and the price range should be around $115. You can get it at your local government office. So definitely would get this first before you get anything else. Make sure you have a passport, especially since it takes a little bit of time to get to you. Second, I would say you need travel visa, which is actually just this simple little piece of paper. You can get it in the link below. I'll have where you can get your travel visa. Probably takes maybe about a week or so. It's not the most stressing thing in the world, but I would definitely get it sooner rather than later. Maybe it costs around 45 bucks, so it's not terrible, but definitely would make that on my list of things to do. Next, we have our power converter. Since Rio de Janeiro has a different power, let me see, I think this is 250 volts, so 250 volt power outlet. So you plug in your devices, charge things. You don't want to be that guy who has no power and not any way to charge his devices, so definitely recommend. And another thing, maybe even for every single trip, not just Rio de Janeiro, a power bank. I would definitely recommend this. Got this at Amazon. It's 20,000 milliamp hours, I think, so pick it up for maybe 20-30 bucks. Definitely has saved me while wandering around, be able to charge all your devices, and it's pretty useful. So I would say definite recommend. Another thing before you go, I've heard this from multiple different sources that in Rio de Janeiro, main language is Portuguese, which is pretty close to Spanish. So if you know Spanish, it's pretty much like knowing terrible Portuguese, but I would still familiarize yourself with the language, at least learn the basics so you can communicate a little bit easier, and just being able to talk with the locals, I think will make a big difference in your trip. So definitely recommend learning some Portuguese. Another thing I picked up is this fanny pack. I know, super stylish, but especially in big crowds for big festivals like Carnival, I think it's a little bit safe to have some extra precautions, so not bad to pick a little fanny pack up. Got one for about 15 bucks on Amazon. Definitely would recommend. And of course, another thing is looking up where you're staying way ahead of time, booking all your reservations, and knowing what time of year you're going. If you're going for the Carnival season, it's going to be actually their summer, so that's our winter. We gotta dress super warm. They have about 80 and up degree weather days, like almost every single day, so definitely gotta make sure you bring the right swimwear, towels, all the beach stuff that you need. Definitely would recommend getting a hotel way ahead of time, and I guess some of the best areas, or one of the best areas to stay, is definitely Copacabana or Ipanema, and they also have some of the best beaches and around some of the best, coolest activities, so definitely I think that's some of the best things that you need. And yeah, like I said, there was tons that went into this trip, planning it all, but I think if you have a little bit of insight and some of the things beforehand, you can go pretty smoothly. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Hopefully have a fun trip, and I got no sleep again today, so we'll see how everything goes. But until next time,